a new part um, of my home place. So hopefully you'll like this one. Um, and I could also go this. So yeah, this is a new part of my home place, and basically that makes it interesting to go live again outside, because I'm like, then I can show a new part. And for me it's like, that's why I'm going live on YouTube, because it saves my life journey. And on TikTok, and on TikTok they never save them, which makes sense, of course. So that's why I'm going live. I hope everyone had a nice Easter as well. Hello, Lone Layla. Hi, Balloon Shiny. How are you guys? Like, there's a whole forest here, and, well, basically, I didn't even know. So it's kind of new right now. But it is a lot of fun. I'm walking outside in this new area. And trust me, it is a whole new area. Because previously, that had been like a, um, like a sandy path, you know. Oh, basically that was the beginning of this forest. So I'm walking it differently right now, I see. But that's okay, because I know how to go backwards. So yeah, this is basically the beginning entrance. So I should have gone here, but no, just walking. Bandit boys. And plus, when I'm filming, I'm definitely walking, because otherwise it might just go too quickly. This is like a new passway. I mean, we didn't even know this one, but we came across it the other day. So I might show you guys where this is. See, because this is actually where I should have started. And that's where the road leads again. So, And that's a whole new area that I did not know about first. But now I do, and I know how to head back as well. Hello, below. Thank you. Also, greetings backwards to South Africa then. See, because now if I'm heading backwards, I'll still go use the same path here. I mean, last time we went this way, but I guess right now I took a different entrance, I guess. But that's okay. I didn't know that. Hi, Lone. How are you? I'm live in my area, Lone. Like, it's a new part that I did not know about up until recently. It's because a lot of things have changed over there. And I think I want to try and show my dad as well. Don't know if he thinks it's interesting as well. Yeah, I'm good, Lone. That's why I'm walking around. Only a little bit of a headache today, so I'm not that fast and everything. But other than that, I'm good. I only noticed that I went into a different entrance here. Yeah, well, I always like doing that, you know. Basically, definitely, especially around here, I do like it because there's a lot of places to go walking here or go bike riding. Oh, I don't know. I just woke up a little bit with a headache. I do always try to pay attention to it though. Hi, George. Yeah, and imagine that I'm not even doing that much. The 20,000 steps is a lot of steps, but I'm trying at least. I don't know if I slept enough. I mean, I'm not saying that I had a bad night. Sometimes I would get bad nights, but I don't think I did have a bad night today. Or like this previous night, I mean. Man, this forest is kind of interesting because I went into a whole different entrance and I was like, okay. Yeah, sounds good. I should get a job like that. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, I mean, definitely I should get like a job like that. But because of how circumstances are in life, it's different. Yeah, yeah, but it's too complicated to explain my whole situation. And it's also the way the things are in this country makes it different. So, see, and here's where I took the entrance, but I shouldn't have. I should have taken the other one. Interesting. It is unfortunate, and that's why I also feel annoyed always about those accounts I'm getting always on TikTok. So, hello, Jan. See, this is where I took the entrance, but I shouldn't have. I should have taken the other one. But it's interesting. I don't think my husband knew this as well. So I guess this forest has two entrances. Interesting. And you see, that's where they placed a road, and usually that wasn't a road. It was like a sand path. And this is why we didn't even know about this, but now we do. So it's kind of interesting. It's beautiful around here. But I did not know right away about this. So it's kind of interesting. That's why I was like, I'm gonna go live and show a whole different side. But I guess I took a different entrance. Interesting. And at least it gives me like more places to walk because there's enough anyway, but it's always fun if you have another extra path that you know about to walk. So that's kind of awesome. I wonder if my dad will realize where this path is, but I might have to explain it to him. But the thing is, you could even drive your car and still find that same road even. So basically one could drive around, which is interesting. Because it makes it very close to the city as well. Well, sort of. Because the city that we have in this neighborhood, I think they might call it more like a village as well, almost. Because, the city of Ammon, which is known for wildlands, it's kind of like they still have some other areas, separate areas, and the one we live closest to is Emma Hout. So because of this new passway, this new road, I think it's very, very close even. Makes it even closer. So Oni Kach or something. I hope I say this right. Well, I'm just walking around in the forest in my home place in the Netherlands. So no, I'm not. I'm not looking for aliens. But perhaps you're like, it's kind of quiet and very like lonely here. Yeah, this is an interesting forest. I don't think a lot of people know about this. That's what's interesting. But last time I went walking for a bit with my husband, and then we found out Yeah, sure, Lone. That's all right. Take care. I will also subscribe back to your channel. I have forgotten that, but I will do that. And the same goes for everyone around here. People who enter my life are accounts that I'm subscribing to if they want to. So, and I think I'll show you guys what I'm trying to say, because people can now all of a sudden go out here and they can go and take their car and go this whole road and everything, which is very, very new, because this has been a sand path. So if you wanted to go here, usually you had to like go for a walk, or if you were lucky you could make it with your bike. But it wasn't this, you guys. So this is very awesome. And it reminds me of my other place I used to live, because they had the same kind of sort of road. So, I will show you guys around right now. See, that's where I went out of the park to go here. But because I'll make the turn to the right, I will go somewhere else back in the park again. So one could go around a lot around here, which is amazing. This is awesome. And I actually took the wrong turn also for the forest, but that's fine. See, you guys might want to see those horses out there. See, you guys, I'm heading back this way again to the park. It sounds totally strange, but you can go around. It's interesting. But my husband and we came across this the other day, and I was like, this is great. Now I've got a different place to walk. Yeah, not exactly, but you guys will see that I have this whole huge park around my neighborhood, Showland. But the thing that is true, see, my dad, if he would want to go and take a different route to Emmahout, he could go right this whole kind of area, and then you're basically driving a little different which is a lot of fun. But we hardly go to other stores because we still have a lot of stuff. So that's why we don't go a lot of places. But Shaolin, we do find sometimes even empty bottles and stuff, and then you can get them to the store and, you know, get some money back again for that. Hi, Selena. Hello. But my husband does find strange things because he does this for a job. He cleans the environment from garbage and stuff. And sometimes he finds the most craziest stuff. Like, for instance, phones and everything, you know. It's very interesting. And I'm literally saying phones because he found more phones than one. Like literally. And last time, you guys might really be laughing then, but perhaps I need to say that in a different kind of manner because perhaps YouTube may not like it otherwise. But my husband had also found a 18 plus toy with his work, So that's interesting. So yeah, my husband does find the strangest things sometimes. So yeah. It's actually, I've recorded that whole park actually. I don't know if you guys have been watching that ever, but it's a huge park that I'm having. And right now I'm pleased that we also seem to have a forest up there. Pleased to know about it. Even though I took the wrong entrance in some way. But I didn't know that. I didn't know that it had 2 entrances. But now I do. So hope my dad will actually figure out what I'm trying to say, perhaps, to him for showing that whole new path, that whole new road, actually. I don't know, it'd be interesting. But perhaps my dad would probably know what I mean. See, and here's why I'm almost going back. But I'm not going straight, I'm going back into the park. But people can also go straight. And this is what I'm talking about. This means that even cars can go here and go through that new road, through the whole new area. So I don't know. Perhaps my dad will figure out too, but I'm gonna make the left turn here to the park again. See? This is where I'm back in the park, but then in a different spot of the park. Because from the start of this life, I was in the beginning of the park actually. This is where it's some sort of an end of the park, but not entirely. Because this park, it goes all the way to the other end, and then you have a fish pond. But that fish pond, it almost looks like it's that big that you basically could go swimming there. That's why it's interesting. See, it's like so much nature here. It's just very beautiful. Wow, I'm almost streaming a half hour already. That's a lot. But great. You know, that's where the cemetery is. If you see through those trees and all, that's a cemetery there. So perhaps some people, I don't know if they go ghost hunting or something, but that's like a cemetery. Hi, Snets. Hello, Snets. If I'm saying your or pronouncing your channel name correctly. How are you? Thank you. Well, I always subscribe backwards as well to people that entered my live stream. I always do that. I'm also good. I've went through the forest and now I'm back into the park again. But it seems as though that I've entered a different kind of part of the forest. I should have gotten a different entrance, but that's alright. See, soon here I can go right, but I can also go straight. That's the interesting part of this. Giving a phone number, well, I don't think my husband be alright with that. Yeah. See, that's a place I can go, but I can also go straight. This time I'll go straight. Now, lately I don't do it's not about that. I don't think that he's annoyed for being friends with anyone, but there have been crazy people out there talking from the United States and be like that they were into me, that they kind of would have, you know, take me across the border and to the United States even. Well, respectfully, my parents would even be like, heck no. Yeah, kind with friends, Emma. Don't worry. I definitely will not do stuff like that. I would also get in a lot of trouble with my parents if I do such things. But, you know, placing a comment like that does not mean that you would have to be like, block the person or something. I mean, I do have that sometimes, but I will always do it when it is by normal reasons, logical reasons. Hello, kind with friends, Emma, or hello. Hope you're doing well as well. Sure. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hello, Stay. Or if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Channel names are sometimes interesting. Oh my goodness, I see a swan. Hi, Stay, how are you? Hi. Hi. I wonder if my husband knew that about the other entrance. I would kind of need to ask. Here's the swan. Look, you guys. See the swan over there? Awesome. There's a swan over there. Awesome. Yeah, that's how big I've got. The park is very huge. See, it's so huge. It's very awesome. But I kind of like it right now because I know now the other forest as well. That's a lot of fun. Kind of happy about that. And next up, I'm hoping that we might go bike ride to it. Go to the other shopping mall from Emma Hout. So I'm almost soon back home again. This is pretty, it's going quickly. So you guys and I will show you. This is where I went from the starting point, you know, to go to that other place. But I've recorded this whole park, so and that's what I have close to my house, like very close. It might be like five 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'm going into the park already. Hello, Ramones. How are you? Sure, everyone that entered this live, I will always subscribe backwards if they're asking that. And you're the one that's asking that, so of course I'll add you. I always sort of do that automatically. So people that entered my life, I always add them. So sure, I'll add you. I think I might be just on time backwards at home again. Because when I look at the clouds, I think it's almost gonna be a little bit of bad weather. Hi, wildflowers. Hi, how are you? Oh, thank you for the likes, you guys. I didn't even see that I already had 3 likes. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is the Netherlands. And it's Drenthe. They call this Drenthe. The city hall is Emmen, which is very known for wildlands. The zoo. That's where I'm living close to. You guys, I think I'm almost needing to end this live stream because the weather is also getting a little bit strange, I think, right now. I think I'm almost on time back at home again before it will be bad. Guess then I'm lucky. I mean, I kind of knew that the weather might change a little bit during the day. Wow, there's a lot going on here. Look at it. Big vehicles. Look, there's a bridge here. See? Yeah, I'm definitely walking back home. See those clouds? It doesn't look so sunny anymore at this moment. But I'm almost back home. That's the plus point. You guys, I will be walking here. This is where I can head back to my house again. And those houses that we live in, they all have that. They all have these in-between paths. So that's interesting, I guess, as well. And there's a cat, you guys. A cat who's a little bit afraid, I think. which I don't know exactly why I do. I also had a cat, so I will never harm a cat. I loved our cat a lot, even though it wasn't ours. It was one that they abandoned. So, so we took care of her. Might see something for my husband, for his, well, for his garden basically. He always burns some stuff. You guys, I'm definitely gonna end this live stream because it's raining a little bit. So, you guys, thank you so much for watching my live stream. Hope you enjoyed. And I think we'll see you the next time again. Unfortunately, it's a little bit raining. So that's why I'm gonna end this live stream. And thank you for all the likes and thank you for participating in the chat. And after I'm being able to watch this, rewatch this, I will subscribe to your channel. Perhaps you'll subscribe backwards to my channel. We'll see. That's alright. So thank you so much for passing by, or thank you in advance if you're rewatching my live stream. Ook voor alle Nederlanders, bedankt voor het kijken of bedankt als je dit terugkijkt. Misschien herken je ook de omgeving die ik heb gefilmd in deze livestream. Dus ik zie je de volgende keer wellicht weer live. En bedankt voor het kijken of eventueel voor het terugkijken. Dus ja, tot de volgende keer. Doei. So, everyone, I'll see you next time. Bye, and thank you for watching my live. And thank you again if you'll be there another time again. It's definitely raining right now, you guys, you see. I'm underneath this. So I've made the right decision to take this turn. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now. Thank you for watching this or for rewatching in advance. Bye.